Assalamu alaikum, guys. Now this is a very interesting story. Check it out.
A 200-pound bomb sat in the basement of this Rockland County home. According to the FBI, 56-year-old Paul Rosenfeld planned to drive the explosive device to the National Mall in Washington, D.C. and blow himself up with it on Election Day.
If it went off, it would have made a hell of a mess, that's for sure. 200 pounds is a lot of explosives. I could have killed a lot of people, taken out, most of this block, I would say.
It's another great example of the clear double standards and hypocrisy within the media. Notice a few things. Number one, not much media coverage at all, mainly local. It's not the 24/7 wall-to-wall international media coverage where it becomes the talk of the world, like in the case if the madman lunatic happened to somehow anyhow be connected to being a Muslim. What do you think would have happened next?
Every Muslim is a terrorist. Period.
Right now.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth.
Oh, please.
I'm done with you.
Point number two, it's covered as New York man. No mention of the word terrorist in front of his name. Many reports not even showing his picture. No details of his identity or life, nor the mention of his religion. Now, they could have easily connected it back if they wanted to. A religion. They could have checked if he was baptized, if he went to a church, his parents went to a church, his grandparents went to a church. We're not trying to blame a religion, nor should they, but it seems like every time it's connected to a fringe element of the Muslim community, they always try to connect it back to Islam. So they could have easily connected it back to a religion, but we don't get that happening here at all. Now I want you to imagine if this terrorist would have possibly, let's say, eaten biryani or just got caught walking past a mosque or a Muslim. You get the point. And they would have connected him in any way possible to being a Muslim. What would have happened?
You are terrorists. Every one of you are terrorists. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. Muslim is evil.
Even though we know that this is a criminal crime totally against Islam, and it is a statistical fact that Muslims do not, if you didn't know, they do not commit the most acts of terrorism, domestically or globally. It's statistical. It's factual. The data is clear on this. You can't argue it. Muslims, again, do not commit most terrorist acts or mass shootings. But imagine if this terrorist would have been a Muslim. What do you think would have happened next? Let's get your feedback, guys. Keep the conversation going. We can create some awareness, more and more awareness concerning these events when they come out, pointing out the hypocrisy and the double standards, and to also help motivate journalists to be more fair and balanced and to have journalism integrity when they report on anything that they're doing. Keeping it fair and balanced. Thank you, guys. Peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum.